Peace. What's the word, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tune on in, tap in. Got about 30 minutes or so to build and chop it up with the kids, man. So hopefully y'all got about 35, 40 minutes to spare, man. We definitely got to dive into this subject matter, man. Y'all already know. I know y'all done heard what happened to Brother Poliight and things of that nature. I know y'all saw the allegations, you know what I'm saying, the accusations, and read up on the story. I already know, man. So we got to make a decision right now. We going to cancel this brother or not? Because one thing we don't tolerate, pedophiles, one thing we don't tolerate are the rapists and things of that nature. So we don't tolerate that nonsense, whether it's black, brown, red, yellow, white. I don't care who it is, man. If you touching the babies, if you touching the kids, if you touching the underage girls, nah, you got to go. You got to go. Justin, JB, Andronicus, peace. What's the word? You got to go. Ms. Donnie, peace. What's happening? What's the word? Oh, yeah, y'all already know how this is about to go, man, because I'm about to break down to y'all how it goes within the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to break it down. Break it down. Konsu, peace, peace. Tamika, peace. Queen, what's happening? Patrick, peace. What's happening? See, this is how the people in this community get us, man. God is peace. What's going on? This is what happens. So we got a lot of vultures, man, within, like, it be your own people, they say. So we got a lot of black vultures, man, a lot of people that then use the consciousness, the black conscious movement and things of that nature, the knowledge and the wisdom. A lot of people have used this joint to prey on their own kind. And I feel like, and I felt like over the years, because I used to fool with Brother Poliight heavy, but I feel like he was one of those individuals. I feel like he was one of those individuals, man. He was using the consciousness. He was using the black conscious movement to manipulate black folks, to get the black people to support him. Then once he got them in, he sold them out. Started scamming them and things of that nature. So once he started to do all that nonsense, man, and once I really started to pay attention to what he was on and just started to listen to dude and just analyze his ways and actions, I was like, this dude is shiesty. Even before they came out and people were saying that he was scamming them and things like that, man, I was peeping that before people came out, and I stopped tuning in to dude. I was like, man, something ain't right about this brother, man. I don't feel like he's genuine in regards to this information. I feel like he got ulterior motives and things like that, man. So I was peeping that 10 plus years ago when I got hip to his information. Kevin, appreciate that donation. Appreciate it. And another thing, too, a lot of people don't understand that Brother Poliight, one of his mentors is Dr. York, Malachi York. And if you don't know anything, like if you haven't done any type of research and knowledge to Dr. York, then you must do that, because he's currently in prison right now. And just due to knowledge to his charges, due to knowledge to why he is in prison. But see, this the thing, though, when it comes to this community, and it's any community where people are following an individual, this is what happens, especially when it comes to the consciousness. What happens is you will get a brother or you will get a sister, but primarily it be these brothers out here. You will get a brother. He'll say, you know what? I'm going to prey on my own kind. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about the black consciousness. I'm going to spit this black power, this pro-black information. So I'm going to spit this information. I'm going to rile my people up. I'm going to get my people to support me. I'm going to get my people to follow me because I'm spitting that pro-black message. It resonates with them. They can relate to it. Then you continue to manipulate them. You just keep hitting them with the information. The information may be accurate. But see, that's Elijah Muhammad talked about trick knowledge. It's a lot of trick knowledge in there. So I'm going to give you this accurate information. Whole while you're not peeping my ulterior motives. You're not peeping my true motives and true intentions, because I'm giving you bits and pieces of genuine, authentic information. Whole while I'm manipulating you, I'm deceiving you. Just how these white folks move, man. Just how these Europeans move. He was moving in that same manner. So then I'm going to manipulate you. Then, boom, I'm going to start scamming my people because I got them to trust me. I kept giving them this information. I kept giving them information. I kept giving them that feel-good information. I was making it look like I was down for the cause. I was making it look like I was down for them. That's building that trust. See, this is business 101. This is how they tell you to do it. So he was building up that trust. He's like, all right, I got to get my people to trust me. So then we started to trust him. Then what happens? Now I can scam. Then he starts to scam his people. So once you build up that trust, once you get that large following, it doesn't matter. Once you start scamming people, you're going to have enough people that have your back. You're going to have enough people that have your back and act like you can't do any wrong. So once he started to scam people, he had so many supporters like, man, he ain't out here scamming people. They just trying to tear the black man down. They just trying to tear the black man down. That's all they striving to do. So he built up that trust. He built up that large following. He manipulated the people. He manipulated enough people to where now he was comfortable scamming a few. So he started to scam a few, started to scam his people. He scammed them good. I'm talking about video after video, showing and proving that dude is scamming. Then what happens? After they hit you with this information, get you riled up, get you to support them and trust them, they scam you, then they sell you out. They sell out their people. Then what you start seeing Brother Poliight all in pictures with the white folks, business deals with the Jews, with the white folks, all these people that he was just talking bad about. All these people that he was just talking ill about. Now he in pictures with them. Now he in pictures with them. Now he cutting deals with them. Now he cutting deals. He cutting deals with the same people 5 years ago that he was just telling y'all not to trust. Now he cutting deals with them. So now he done sold us out. So he done scamming the people and he sold them out. Now, then what happens? All right, you're going to be successful. You're going to cut a few deals. You're going to increase your net worth, whatever it is. Then you're going to get hit with some allegations and accusations. Because a lot of these brothers are wicked and they feel like they are invincible once they build up this following, and they feel like they cannot be touched. And they feel like even if they do something that's crazy, the people are going to back them. But this is what happens. So they build up that trust. They scam the people. They sell them out. Then they get hit with the allegations and the accusations. Then what do they do after they get hit with the allegations and accusations? They go back to the pro-black life. Then they want to start saying, man, it's the system trying to tear a black man down. Nah, you just sold your people out. You was just scamming your people. That's what tore you down. Don't try to play that card now. Don't try to play that card now. You relinquish that card once you sold your people out and start scamming them. But now they want to play that card now. I guarantee you that is going to be his first line of defense. Oh, when you doing positive things in the community, or when you a black man with information, they try to tear you down. That is what he's going to roll with. I guarantee you that. And a lot of other people are going to roll with that as well, acting like we don't have wicked people in our own community. That is what a lot of people are going to roll with that joint right there. A lot of people are going to roll with it. I'm not saying the brother is guilty or innocent. Based off of what I have learned thus far about the situation, it's not looking good for him. And then just doing the knowledge to one of his mentors, Dr. York, and what he got accused of, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. So as black people, we got to start learning how to decipher when it's the system literally trying to assassinate a character and tear a man down, and when a black man is just wicked. We got to learn how to detect and decipher that. If Brother Poliight, if these accusations and allegations were proved to be true, it would not surprise me. It may surprise a lot of other people, but it's not going to surprise me. It will not surprise me one bit if what he has been accused of is true, and that is disgusting and despicable if it is true, and he should be canceled. Everybody should stop rocking with him that's in the community, and whatever happens to him that's negative, he deserves it if he out here touching a 14-year-old girl, forcing her to have sex with him and things of that nature, man, trying to drug her up, give her that alcohol and stuff like that. If what I read actually is what transpired, we got problems. We got a lot of problems. We got a lot of problems. QM, yes, that's the Cash App. That's the Cash App. But we got a lot of problems. We got a lot. One thing we don't tolerate, and we shouldn't tolerate in the community, is people touching our babies and raping our women or young girls. Like, I don't tolerate that. I don't tolerate that no matter who it comes from. So if this brother's out here raping a young girl, touching a young girl, young queen, you done traumatize her for life. If he's guilty of that, he deserves everything that comes his way. He deserves everything that comes his way. He deserves all the negativity, all the destruction, all the chaos, all of that. I'm not one of the ones that's blinded by a following, a large following. I'm not one that's blinded by somebody's intelligence. I'm not one of the ones that think that every time a black man that has some type of wisdom and information and following and influence on people every time something wicked happens to him, I'm not one of the ones to go and blame the system first and foremost. Nah, man, we got wicked people. And a lot of the wicked people, sadly enough, are the people that are intelligent. Those are the ones that are easy, like those are the ones that can deceive you. Those are the ones that do deceive you the most. The ones that's talking the good talk, the ones that sound good, that sound like they'd never do somebody like that. Those are the ones. Those are the ones you got to watch. Those are the shiesty ones. Those are the ones that you cannot trust. Those are the ones that you should never trust. So I'm not one of the ones, man. I'm not about to run and say, oh, man, they just trying to tear a black man down. Nah, man. Matter of fact, if I recall correctly, when Sa-Neter and Brother Poliight was going through their little issue and beef, I feel like Sa-Neter hinted at Brother Poliight touching young girls. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, but I do recall that situation happening. I do recall Sa-Neter threatening to expose Brother Poliight touching young girls. So apparently this ain't nothing new under the sun. This just the time he done got caught doing it. It's probably something he's been doing. This is probably something he's been doing. It's just the time he got caught doing it. So we got to be mindful of that. We got to be mindful of that. So like I said, I'm not one of the ones, I'm not blinded. I don't think, listen, it's wicked black men, it's wicked black women out here. Point blank, period. You got black men that's out here raping young black women and black women in general. You have black men that do this. So I'm not like, listen, I don't feel like there's nobody that's not capable of doing that. So when it's somebody of a certain status and caliber that gets accused of that, hey, it's possible. It's possible. It's crazy. The only time we like to play that card is, you notice that, the only time we like to play that card, the only time we like to play the card and accuse the system of tearing a black man down is when it's a black man with a certain status. When it's the everyday average black person getting accused of rape and things like that, we ready to crucify him and nail him to a cross. But when it's a Brother Poliight, when it's an athlete, we say, oh man, the system just trying to tear the black folks down, tear the black man down. Why you don't have that same energy when it's a everyday average black man? Nah, you don't think the system just trying to tear him down. He's guilty out the gate. But when it's somebody of a certain status and caliber, then nah. They got to show and prove. They got to give me the evidence. But you didn't need the evidence from Joe that stay across the street. You know Joe did it. You know Joe raped the 14-year-old. But when they say Brother Poliight did it, nah, man, I don't think he wouldn't do that. They trying to tear him down because he out here giving you all this information. He out here helping black people. He'd never do something like that. That's y'all problem. That's y'all problem. Y'all think some of these dudes, because they have a certain status, because they possess certain pieces of information, and they sound good, y'all think that they're not capable of doing wrong. They are more than capable. They are more than capable, man. They are more than capable. Beautiful Goddess Keys for sure. For sure. All that crazy. Multiple wives, yet you touching one of their daughters. Or his girlfriend, man. At this point, I don't keep up with dude because I really don't I stopped following dude years ago. Like I stopped listening to dude years ago when I just realized he was shiesty. And that's what I'm saying, man. Our senses gotta be better. I picked up on this joint 6-7 years ago. I stopped tuning in to Brother Poliight years ago, like a long time ago. Before he even got accused of scamming, because I really started to peep dude. I started to peep what he was really on. Once I did that, I said, man, I'm done. This dude, I don't trust this dude. It's a shiesty dude. I don't trust him. So I peeped this years ago. We got to do better, man. We got to do better, man. Like we get hypnotized too quickly. Get hypnotized too quickly, man. I was listening to what he was saying. I was like, man, he's saying some stuff I rock with, but I snapped out of it. I said, hold on. Let me really analyze this dude. Let me really break this brother down. Once I analyzed dude, broke him down, I said, man, some of the information I can fool with, but him as a person, I don't trust him. That was my conclusion that I reached. I can rock with some of this information, some of the things he's saying about religion, some of the things he's saying about finances. I rock with, I fool with the information. But him as a person, is something about him as a person that I don't trust. that I don't fool with. And with that being said, I'm tuning out. I can find that information from somebody else. I don't need him to tell it to me. It's something about him that I don't trust as a person. And I picked up on that years ago. Oh, Torenzo, for sure. For sure. Like, that's exactly how I was, man. The real Supreme Justice. Indeed. Indeed. And speaking of the real Supreme Justice, man, I saw it was crazy. And people need to stop spreading misinformation too, man. I saw people, I was reading a thread, and somebody straight said, Brother Poliight is a 5%er. Boy, I was like, hold the phone. Whoa, now. Please don't put that dude into that mix like that, man. The misinformation has got to stop. Brother Poliight is not anywhere near a 5%er. He is not anywhere near affiliated with the guys in Earth, man. So don't do that now. Don't do that now. We ain't gonna spread that type of misinformation out here. But I seen that in a thread. And before I was able to go off and address it, I seen somebody else correct the error. And then what's crazy is once somebody corrected the error and said he's not affiliated with the 5% Nation of Gods and Earths, they said, so what? His rhetoric sounds the same. So even when the person was corrected, they was like, you know what? I don't care that you corrected me. His rhetoric still sounds the same. So therefore, he's still affiliated with him. I was like, nah, he's not with the 5% Nation of Gods and Earth, so don't say that. So what you said was inaccurate and wrong, take your L. But nah, we ain't about to do that, though. Oh, Justin, for sure, man. Like I said, I stopped tapping in. I stopped tapping into a lot of them dudes in that community. I don't want to call it the conscious community is to do the word conscious or consciousness a disservice. I don't consider them cats, like I don't want to consider that the conscious community. I don't want to get, like, for real, for the most part, it's like a scamming community. A lot of them brothers, man, a lot of them brothers be scammers. Sadly, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a sad reality. A lot of them brothers be scamming individuals. They be scamming the people. Be scamming the people. It's like, what can I say to rile them up so I can get all the money from them? Oh, wow, I'm a foul person behind the scenes. That's why I say, man, if you're not taking this information and you using it to become a better person, then you might as well not even teach the information. I don't want to get on this joint and give y'all a bunch of information, a bunch of things that I'm not following. Like, I'm telling y'all the black woman is God whole while I'm raping her. The black woman is God community is looking real bad when it comes to their treatment of black women as of late. They looking real bad. And even Pharaoh, man, even Pharaoh. I know I had a brother on here, I know my brother Dizzy, some streams ago when I mentioned that situation. He said that he knew the particular young lady that everybody is seeing him go back and forth with, and he said that she's lying. But I'm also friends on Facebook with, I think, the mother of his first child, and she was pretty much coming with a similar story. So I'm like, bro, everybody can't be lying about dude. Everybody can't be lying about dude, man. She was coming with a similar story. She was coming with some information that I was like, whoa. And I've been friends with her for a minute, and she been holding her tongue. So she ain't been trying to put dude on blast type deal. She been trying to let dude live. But I guess some things got to her. So outside of her even saying that, outside of the one y'all see him going back and forth with, what's the golden child, whoever her name is, I'm friends with, I think, the mother of his first child on Facebook. And she was completely going off and going in. And it almost like the story sounded similar. So I'm like, hold on, man. I know y'all feel like some of these dudes can't be, you know what I'm saying, can't be touched. I know y'all feel like, or y'all hope that some of these dudes ain't wicked like that, ain't foul like that. But I'm telling y'all, that whole listen, that black woman is God joint, that was a pimping tactic. They wanted to manipulate and deceive black women primarily. So they finna hit y'all with the black woman is God rhetoric. And that's that feel good information. That's gonna make y'all feel good. Y'all gonna subscribe to them. Y'all gonna rock with them. And once they call the black woman God enough, like in their eyes, in a lot of people's eyes, now you can do no wrong. Oh, they trying to tear him down. They trying to tear him down. He ain't out. The black woman is God to him. It ain't looking like that anymore, man. It ain't looking like that anymore. Tierra, peace, what's happening? As told by Curly D. He want them to. And that's why I ain't even finna sugarcoat. Y'all ain't finna see me. I'm not about to come out the gate with the black woman is got like, nope. And I'm not finna do that, bro. I'm telling y'all, that was a pimping tactic. That was a pimping tactic. They literally they was out here spitting that rhetoric to put y'all to sleep, man, so they can get what they wanted out of y'all, and they did a good job. I called it, bro. I was like, when they first came out and they was real adamant about the black woman is God, the black woman is God. I said, man, they getting y'all, man. I told my wife that particular time. I said, man, listen. I said, most of the dudes that's out here saying this, for one, they don't believe that. They using that to pimp black women. They using that to pimp black women. I say, give it some years and you're going to see the truth come out in regards to these dudes that's out here talking about the black woman is God. I guarantee you some stuff going to come out years later, and it's going to show and prove that they believe otherwise. Tierra, that's what I'm saying, man. I seen right through it instantly. I'm like, oh, black woman is God. I'm like, bruh, sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Sounds great. If you a black woman, they like the black woman is God. You like, man, that sounds pretty good. Especially around that time, like Me Too movement, like women empowerment. That was if y'all don't understand how genius that is in a marketing sense, okay? You know what I'm saying? The world is rallying around women. So then I'm finna I'm gonna say the black woman is God. Right around the time the world is rallying around women. Women empowerment. Like that is the thing. So then I'm finna call the black woman, I'm finna call her God. That's just brilliant. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's brilliant marketing. That's from a business standpoint, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. Because them black women, they're gonna flock to it for the most part. A lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them gonna flock to it. It's like, man, that's brilliant. Women empowerment. Women empowerment. That was the move. Me too this, and we equal this. We can do everything a man do. So what? We gonna call them guys then, and they gonna flock right to us. Man, that's all marketing. Tamika, and that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was able. I'm like, man, I disconnected quickly, cause it was like once they started spitting out that rhetoric, I was like, hold on, man. I was just listening to what they was really saying and truly analyzing their ways and actions. I said, hold on. First of all, they don't really believe the black woman is God. Like, they just don't really believe it. And then the way that a lot of them conducted themselves, man, it rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, dude, they giving y'all all this spiritual information, this metaphysical information, and most of them can't even control their emotions. One of the foundations of metaphysical information and this so-called spiritual information, they out of control. They can't control their emotions. So I was like, man, I don't fool with these dudes. I don't fool with these clowns, man. They clowns to me. So I disconnected from that so-called community rather quickly, man, because it was a lot of nonsense, man. If I'm finna give y'all this metaphysical information, this spiritual information, then I'm gonna make sure I got everything mastered on my end. I'm gonna control them emotions. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna direct that energy toward the actual enemy and not my own people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do stuff like that, man. Like, that's how I'm gonna do. I'm not about to take that energy, man. I can't even control my language. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even control my language. But that was a pimping tech. Like, that was slick marketing. Black woman is God. Whole while we probably raping her, we probably beating her and all that type of stuff. So y'all beating and raping God now, huh? They beating and raping God now. That's what they doing, man. That's what they doing. They calling y'all God. They calling the black woman God in the public's eye. Behind the scenes, they beating her and they raping her. So stop playing, man. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. I don't fool with none of them, man. I don't fool with any of them, man. You could tell the genuine ones, man. The genuine ones are the ones that, like the genuine people. Let's be honest with y'all, man. The genuine people in these communities, the genuine people, they platforms. Listen, they platforms don't be crazy like the fakes. Let's just be honest, man. The people that keep it genuine, man. We not out here with large followings, and if we do, it took us a very long time to get it, because we're not out here trying to say things for shock value and build our following overnight. A lot of some of these brothers didn't it's like they came overnight out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like the real genuine people, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm going to tap into that particular individual. Slow and steady wins the race. So y'all able to tell the genuine ones, man. Y'all able to tell. You able to tell when somebody is saying something for shock value opposed to they genuinely believe and mean what they say. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know y'all can decipher, y'all can detect that. Y'all know how to do it. I ain't gonna insult y'all like that, man. Y'all able to decipher that. Y'all know. Y'all know when some of these brothers are up to no good. Y'all know when some of these sisters are up to no good. Y'all know it. And y'all know when brothers, especially on these platforms, like I said, on these platforms, when people really about that truth and they out here living righteously, that individual is not blowing up overnight. That individual is not blowing up in a matter of weeks. It's not happening. It's a very rare chance that happens. But they know how it is. Like the media, they don't want to show you that righteous brother, that righteous sister blow up overnight. They don't want to make it seem like that's possible. They want the righteous person. I'm talking about the person that's giving you the righteous information and putting it into practice. They want that person to grind hard for their notoriety, grind hard for their dollars and things like that, man. They want that person to grind hard to the point where they might give up. But the person that they know is not really living according to what they teaching people, you can blow overnight. Because they know at the end of the day, that person gonna end up messing themselves up. They know at the end of the day, that person gonna end up getting themselves in trouble. They know it. They like, all right, we can let this person get this platform overnight because whole while they telling people to do one thing, they living in total contradiction. Come on, man, they got everything tapped, man. They got phones tapped. They know what's going on, man. They know what these dudes doing. So they know who to allow to blow up overnight and who not to. They know. That's why you will see a certain type of individual. Man, listen, it's always a certain type of individual. Just look at young Pharaoh, for instance. An individual like young Pharaoh, man, that's golden to them. He's it ain't nothing for him to snap, man. He ain't really got control over his emotions. So if they allow him to get a large platform, it's only a matter of time before he slips up and put himself in a situation because dude is out of control for real. He may say some stuff that sounds good, but you can tell mentally the brother is out of control. You can tell that, man. And that's no knock on the brother. It's a flaw. Everybody has flaws, but you can tell that though. And they know that. They like, man, it's only a matter of time. We're going to give him this platform, but it's only a matter of time before he messes it up. Because he's out of control. So they know this, man. They know who to get these platforms to. They tapping in, man. They know who living foul, man. They got all our phones that they know who living foul, man. They know who doing it. I'm telling y'all, man, but I'll be mad. I'll be more so kind of mad for my sisters, man. But a lot of these, because a lot of times, man, for real, the market for the black woman is the market, man. Like, that's why you be having pastors out here. The congregation be full of women. So a lot of times, man, they be preying on women. You know what I'm saying? Black woman is God, this, that, and the third, like a dude for the most part. But again, it's a lot of brothers that fell for the okie doke too. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of brothers that fell for the okie doke too. But man, they really be preying on sisters, man. They really be trying to tap into the emotions of the sisters and get the sisters on their squad, man. Get the sisters on their team, man. That's what be making me mad, man. Don't do the sisters like that. Don't be trying to big up the sisters just to manipulate her. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, I don't like when I see that I don't like when I see that, man. Don't do that, man. That's why I ain't one of them ones, man. You gonna get the truth both ways from me, but I ain't finna big up one and tear down the other. Like, I ain't about to do that, man. I'm bigging up both. I'm bigging up black men, black women. That's what I do, and the black child. I'm bigging up both. But I'm not about to just single one out so I can build my platform. So I'm a big up one. I'm gonna either big up black men or black women just so I can build up my platform. That's what these dudes really be on, man. Like I said, the people that's really about the truth, the people that's really about that life and giving out the proper information, the proper education, platforms, you got to dig to find some of their platforms, man. They not well known because they may not be entertaining. They may more so be focused on the information, so they may be more informative. You know, we like to be entertained. So if somebody just really dropping jewels like that and ain't really entertaining, and ain't got a certain delivery, then we don't want to listen to them. We don't want to listen to them. We want to listen to the loud mouth that curse every three words and things of that nature. That's what we want to listen to. Or we want to listen to the dude that sound good, like Brother Poliight, talk a good talk. Whole while just a foul person. D, man, just focus on yourself. That's it. Focus on yourself. When you focus on yourself, everything that you need gonna come to you. So just focus on yourself. That's always the advice that I give. You don't go find a queen. You don't go find a man. You allow everything to unfold, man. You allow everything to come to you as magnetism. So you don't go out finding anybody. You know what I'm saying? You don't try to do that. You don't try to find anything, anybody. You know what I'm saying? You work on yourself and everything that you need will come to you. You will attract exactly what it is that you need. Don't go out here seeking, searching, and trying to find. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, Ron, that's what I'm saying, man. Taking advantage of your own community. And these dudes doing it. These dudes doing it. Taking advantage of their own community. Vultures, man. It be your own people. Like I say, it be your own people. But like I said, a lot of us, we saw this truth. A lot of us, we saw this reality before it popped off. And we got out the game. We was like, no, I'm disconnecting. I'm turning it off. I'm disconnecting. I ain't rocking with this, man. This is nonsense. This is trash. I ain't with it. Boom. Then when things pop off, we like, yeah, I pretty much saw that coming. It's not surprising. Justin, man, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't like to really talk bad about brother, man. Like, Pharaoh be tripping, man, talking about how big his house is. And, bro, that's the way that he going about it in regards to, like, the information that he's supposed to be spitting out to the people. Like I said, just with he's supposed to be on a whole different vibe, like, to where that stuff, I'm not saying you shouldn't strive to have nice things, but, man, to brag and boast. Dude, you wouldn't have these nice things if the people wasn't backing you and supporting you. And a lot of the people that's backing you and supporting you are black women. You know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't have these things if it wasn't for these black women supporting you. So chill, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to have your little nice things, man. But I feel like it's just lame to brag and boast and say I'm the biggest this and I'm the Prince of Praying African, like Umar be saying. Like, what is the point of you saying that type of stuff? I tell people all the time, I don't know nothing. That's my motto. I don't know nothing. I ain't nothing like don't even big me up because I don't know nothing. But you got dudes out here, I'm the biggest star of this. I'm the prince of this. I'm the king of this. And I got the new big house. I got a car that costs this. And dude, what? None of that stuff can go with you when you die. None of it. That matter of fact, that car, as soon as you bought it, it lost value. Soon as you drove it off the lot, it lost its value. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that literally don't have any value. You can't take these things with you when you pass, man, when you return to the essence. And that's this type of, that's what we bragging and boasting about? I thought we were supposed to be above and beyond the materialistic worldview. I thought we were supposed to be beyond that. I thought we were supposed to be talking about detachment. I ain't telling everybody out here to be broke. No, get your nice things, but we ain't attached to them. We know and understand that stuff is temporary, man. It brings temporary happiness. It brings temporary satisfaction. We ain't attached to them, though. A car is just something for me to get from point A to point B, man. I ain't putting too much attention in. I ain't about to show off a car. That's for me to get from this gym to the crib. Sit. That's it. That's what this car is for. I ain't got to brag about this car. This crib is for my family to lay their head, man. I don't need to show off this crib and let y'all know I got the biggest crib on the block or I got a new big crib. Cool, man. I don't need to show this stuff off to y'all. So forget all that, man. Y'all ain't about to see me brag and boast about none of that. Man, y'all see me, I got this whole gym. When have I ever, y'all rarely hear me brag about having my own gym like that, man. I ain't even gave y'all a view and tour the gym. Talking about, man, it's my own gym. Ain't nobody doing it like me. Nah, man. I just do videos from the gym and I let y'all know I'm live from the gym. That's it. I'm not finna brag and boast about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to do that. When I had a car accident, man, situation went well for me and I was able to land me a, you know what I'm saying, decent vehicle. You ain't see me post no pictures of it. Yeah, look at that. All right, man, got this new car, like, woo, woo. Man, y'all don't even know I got the new car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not posting stuff like that. Like, who has time for that? So I'm always thrown off when dudes and women, anybody, be on that type of vibe. Like, that vibe is unattractive to me. Cause I don't really care about this stuff, man. I don't care about these material items, for real, man. The only thing I really too much care about is my books. That's about it. That's about it. Other than that, man, I ain't really too much concerned about anything, man. Just give me something to get from point A to point B. I just need something to lay my head, man. I'm gonna have a nice little clean crib. That's it. That's all I need. Give me a place to work out, man. I don't care about bragging about a big crib, bragging about a car. I don't care about any of that, man. I'm trying to supply people with the information so they can be healthier, so they can think on a different level, or they can think at all. Like, that's what I'm on. That's what I'm on. That's what I talk about. And I ain't even bragging about that. I'm just sharing information. So all that bragging and boasting, to me, that's dead. When people start doing that, you rubbing me the wrong way. Yeah, Goddess, he turned on himself. Like I said, I've been tapped out to do. And people be like, oh man, you're hating this, that, and the third. There's nothing to hate on. There's nothing to hate on. That dude, it's almost like when you trying to be, it's like going into a friendship with a person, man. If y'all don't mesh, man, y'all don't mesh. Like Pharaoh's vibe, like Poliight's vibe, like it don't match my vibe. Like I don't rock how they rock. I don't like how they move. I don't like how they conduct themselves. You know what I'm saying? When I don't like how you conduct yourself, then I don't really want to tap in. I got to tap into people who I can kind of relate to in regards to how they conduct themselves. You know, so if I don't really too much like the way you rocking, like, it's almost like if I was considering becoming a friend with a person, and I ain't like the way they was rocking. It's like, all right, this ain't for me. This relationship ain't for me. This friendship ain't for me. Me and this person, we don't mesh. We don't click. That's how it is when I'm tapping into certain people on these platforms. I'm like, man, we don't click. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the way they conduct themselves. They energy throwing me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like it. Information may be cool, but I don't like the way they conducted themselves. You know, so I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect and find somebody else that I can vibe with and things of that nature. So, like, people gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't like somebody or you don't fool with somebody, you hate. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you have an opinion about somebody, man, it's always you hating. It's like, man, that's why I ain't really want to go there, because people be calling you a hater and things like that. But I'm like, man, listen, dudes been conducting themselves in a certain manner over these years. So some of these accusations are not surprising me, because I feel like they more than capable of it because of the way I see that they conduct themselves. Like Pharaoh being accused of what he's being accused of, it doesn't surprise me, because based on the way that he conducts himself, I'm like, dude, it just looked like, come on, man, you conduct yourself in a manner to where I'm not surprised if these things are true that you are being accused of. Same with Brother Poliight, man, you have conducted yourself in a shiesty manner. So you being accused of this, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. So I don't have a problem. Like, I'm not, just because a person is black don't necessarily mean I'm about to be tuned in. And just because a person is black and giving some information that may even be making sense or may even sound cool, don't mean I'm necessarily finna be automatically tapped in. Nah, you got to show and prove through your ways and actions for me to actually be tapped in and tuned in. So I ain't finna just automatically be like, yep, I fool with this person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be like that at all. Electric being, peace, what's happening? So I stopped dealing with that community a long time ago, and I just started focusing on books. And then I go back and watch speeches from like the elders or like the people that passed, man. You know what I'm saying? Real low key people. Like, I just started watching them. I'm like, man, I can't deal with these new age clowns, man, because social media, like I say, it's a blessing and a curse. It's a curse, and it's a blessing in the sense that it makes it easy to access a lot of information and things like that. And it's easier for you to, if you feel like you have a message, for you to get that message out. It's a blessing in that sense, but it's a curse in the sense that everybody doing things, striving to go viral, striving to get subscribers up, striving to build their following. So with that being said, you got a lot of artificial individuals out here because everybody's striving to build up a following and go viral because they want that attention, because they feel like that attention can generate revenue for them. So it's a curse in that sense, man. And I just stopped. I had to disconnect from that. I had to disconnect. So social media then gave any and everybody a platform, and it seemed like the only goal is to see what I can do to go viral, man. What can I say to go viral? What can I say to get my message in front of thousands and thousands of people? Then when I get when I get 100,000 subscribers or whatever the case may be, then I'm gonna start scamming and all that type of stuff, man. I'm gonna do that. So a lot of people just not really genuine. And that's part of the problem with these platforms, man, with social media, man. It just gave everybody a platform, and now everybody just striving. Their whole intention is to just build the platform. They don't really care how they do it. They don't care how it's done. They don't care how it's done at all. Hey, wrong. Yeah, most definitely. That book is definitely peace for sure. That's why that's honestly, y'all, I tell this story all the time. That's one of the reasons why I didn't get on YouTube. I wasn't so quick to get on YouTube and stay consistent. I ain't want to be them ones. I ain't want to be one of the ones that, you know what I'm saying, out here giving people this information and I ain't following it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't want to be that dude. If I'm giving y'all some information, I want to be sure that I'm following it myself, or at least attempting to follow it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself too. Oh, it's told by Curly D. All right, I know how that go. When I first started YouTube, I was working at the bank and working at the gym. So I was only able to stream like 2 days a week. Because I was where like the weekdays was dead, man. I wasn't getting home. Like I was getting up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and I wasn't getting home till like 10 o'clock or after 10. So the only time I was really able to kind of stream was like on the weekends, man. So I already know how that go. But I wanted to make sure I had my mind right, man, before I got on here, man, and start teaching a certain message and giving certain pieces of information. I just want to make sure I was following things to the best of my abilities. I can't be out here suggesting and recommending that people do something or follow something and I'm not doing it nor following it. Like I don't fool with that. I don't fool with that at all. And God is Tay Peace. What's happening? Just Peace and God is. That's exactly. Those are the people that I tap into. Those are some of the people that I tap into. I was just watching a Khalid Muhammad debate the other day when he was debating this. I think he was a Baptist or Christian like minister or preacher or whatever back in like 1991. I watch joint like that. That's the type of stuff that I'm watching. I ain't got time for this new age stuff, man. It's all a popularity contest. Everybody's striving to be the most popular, the most known. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is about. We just trying to be the most known and most popular. Like I am not trying to be the most popular nor the most known. I just want to get information out. Like I just like to read, research, and share the information. You know what I'm saying? If 1 or 2 people get the information, I did my duty, did my job. Terenzo, my brother, appreciate that donation. You say 2 forms of hate for sure. For sure with that breakdown, Terenzo, for sure. 100% agree with that. Man, and y'all see me looking up, you know. I think I got a client supposed to walk in, running a little late, and they, again, doing this construction next to me. Walker, where you at here, Walker? What you talking about? Man, I wish I had. I'm getting my builds in the way that I can. Oh yeah, Walker, we gotta keep them lenses on, man. We gotta do that. You gotta do that, 100%. Gotta keep the so-called woke or the conscious lenses on, man. Ain't nobody about to get me. Ain't nobody about to get me, man. I ain't finna fall for the okie doke. I'm not finna fall for a scam. I haven't fallen for a scam. Ain't none of these dudes in those communities scam me yet. Cause I ain't falling for it. I already don't trust people. So that works well for me. Because initially, like, you have got to earn my trust right out the gate. So I don't just trust people just off of the strength of how they sound. I'm going to thoroughly examine the person before I really trust that individual. So if I'm considering supporting you, and then at that point, see, it's hard. I can't get scammed because at the end of the day, I'm gonna make that decision. So I don't even look at, like, when I thoroughly examine you and there's some things that I miss or whatever the case may be, and I decide to support you, I don't say I got scammed, man. I just say, man, I just took my L, man. I took my L. I supported you. I decided after my examination and my research and my observation to support you. I'll support you, and you take and do what you want to do with that money, man. If I was supposed to get a book and you ain't never give me the book, I donated to you. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like when that person at the gas station give you that sob story and you decide to give them $20 and they take the $20 and go buy some drugs. Yeah, you were scammed, but at the end of the day, you did your good deed. You support, like, you, out the kindness of your heart, you gave this person 20. Now, you would have hoped that they took the 20 and bought some food, but they took it and got some drugs. That's out of your control. So if you found it in your heart, if you really trusted a person, you made that decision, in my eyes, like the way I do it, if I make the decision to trust you, that's after a thorough process of examination. So at that point, I'm deciding to donate to you at that point. If I don't get my product back, man, I just took my L, man. I conducted a thorough investigation, and the result was, all right, I trust this person to invest in this particular product or service, and if I don't receive it, it's just, I done donated. I've donated. So I don't even be tripping, man. I don't even trip. Like, if it's something like that I did, like, I don't even trip because I don't view it as me getting scammed. Because at the end of the day, the person that's doing the scamming, that bad energy gonna come back to them. I'm only gonna get the good energy because I donated. You know what I'm saying? Out the kindness of my heart, I supported you. So I'm gonna get good in, like, my reciprocation is gonna be positive. You are the one that's gonna have to deal with the consequences that comes with scamming people. So I ain't worried about it, man. If I donate something to you and you just so happen to be wicked and you a scammer, that's on you. You gonna have to deal with that. I ain't gotta deal with anything because I supported you when I ain't have to. It's gonna be some good coming my way. So I'll be cool. I don't even be tripping. I don't even be tripping, man. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do my thorough investigation. And a lot of times that thorough investigation leads me to not trusting a lot of these people. So I'm not even gonna support most of them because I don't trust them, man. I did thorough investigation, and I'm like, my investigation has determined you are untrustworthy. So you're not going to get any funds. You're not going to get any funds here. You know, so that's how I play it, man. I don't get scammed, man. I'm donating, and I just took my little L, man. I ain't received what it was that I paid for, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is, man. I know how to take L's in life, man. That don't bother me. I didn't play sports, man. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't play sports. I done took some losses, man. I know how to take L's. I ain't no sore loser. So I know how to take L's, man. When you done did everything in your ability to win, but you still, you know what I'm saying, your team still lose, like, man, just take your L, keep it moving, keep it pushing. So I don't have a problem taking L's, man. Especially when I did everything in my mind, like, correctly. I investigated it, you know what I'm saying? I researched it. And I felt like in my mind, this person could be trusted, and they just wasn't the right one. So there's misjudgment on my end. So I'm going to learn from it. It's some things that I wasn't able to detect that I should have been able to detect. So hopefully that makes me stronger in my evaluation process in the future. But y'all, with that being said, man, my people just pulled in. Man, I wish I had more time to build. I got to get to this session, y'all. I may come back and tap back in with y'all, man, because I got a lot more to say. But y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all be easy out here. Enjoy about the next hour or so. I may tap back in with y'all. Peace.